Florian Pfefferkorn. I'm founder and CEO of LuxYours. What we take care of is the surface of 3D printed plastic parts. As you can see here on the picture on the right side, for example, if it's made out of powdery material, the surface of the part after the 3D printing process is still granular and quite rough, which is problematic in many ways. So you can rub off the tips of these granular surfaces, and that would then spill also products, whatever it comes in contact with it. Also, it collects a lot of dirt and bacteria, whatever. Even if you do dye coloring on those parts, the dye color penetrates just by 1/10 around, and if you rub then off these tips, the color of the part would change. So what did we do? We developed a physical-chemical process to smoothen the surface of the parts. On the left side you see untreated surface, on the right side is softly treated surface. What we use to do it is actually an acid, and therefore it's also biodegradable. We liquefy the surface of the part. It therefore smoothens, and then we let it harden again. So we have then a closed, tight and smooth surface on the final part. It has several advantages to do that. So first of all, the parts become shiny. If they get colored, also the final color has a much more brilliant appearance. As we see here on the right side, if we do a tensile testing, the elongation at break is significantly increased, which is somewhat the Achilles heel of 3D printed parts. They're usually quite brittle, and we can improve this topic. Parts are easy to clean. Bacteria and fungus cannot get hold on the surface, and it does not lose any more particles, and is also gas tight after the smoothing process. We have done several testing with those parts, so it's REACH conform if the part was REACH conform before. We did an FDA food contact testing, and all the measured values were inside tolerance. And we did also optical surface measurement, and we measured that we significantly reduce the surface smoothness. Since the company is now around 3 years old, we also had time to develop a fully automatic machine to do our process. In parallel, we still offer the chemical smoothing as a service, but the machine is now also available. It has a pretty big processing chamber of 700 by 500 by 500. Is CE certified, and incorporates a fairly quick process. What leaves the machine actually is a salty water and cleaned air, so it's also sustainable and bio actually. As you can see here on this person standing, so it's quite a big machine. This is due to the fact that we have several chambers in there. We prepare the chemical vapor in a separate chamber where we can set the vapor to saturation and temperature. We have a processing chamber where the part is with a second temperature, and so we can fully control the condensation on the top of the part, which then leads to the best results. So here's the principle. We have in here the part with temperature, and we have the steam over here with another temperature. And once we displace the steam in here, the volume which was in the process chamber is then in the overflow chamber, and then we can then retract and repeat this process several times. As you can see here, we have then on several heights also the possibility to apply parts and therefore use the complete available volume to treat parts in there. We can, by the displacement mechanism we have chosen, we can flood the processing chamber within 3 seconds and also empty it out in the same time, which gives very good results since there we can avoid the formation of droplets, and therefore the part has superior quality at the end. We also can set the machine up that it does inside smoothing, so we put in a base plate in the processing chamber and force the vapor to run through internal runners of the part, so we can make sure the runners get smoothened all the way through. Yeah, our team is still quite small, but we're expanding rapidly. We've sold so far 4 machines, 3 in Germany, 1 in Italy, and we're offering 25% of the company now for investment. So if you want to go for post-processing and 3D printing, you're very welcome to join our team. Thank you.